where we had the cutouts. Remember, we were doing the cutouts when people weren't here.
Yeah, wasn't he a static?
Yeah, we had him at static, and then like, and then you were that one with you and I think it was your sister's wedding or something.
Probably.
I've never I never miss an episode.
You could write the clip show.
No, I never miss an episode because there's no.
Actually, there's no episode without Joey. Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I was like. We're doing it tonight.
I want you to set it up, and then you have to go somewhere like, all right, me and you, me and Kyle.
Here you go, hoes, run the shit.
Welcome to Powerhouse.
That would be a good one. Powerhouse.
It would just be fucking.
Let's
me
fucking
and Alf
cancel
just
this shit.
Literally arguing about God.
You might want to get near the mic.
Wait, are we recording?
Yes,
God damn it.
motherfucker.
I'm just sitting here combing.
I was like,
my beard.
I was like, you ready to go? You're like, yeah. I was like, you're combing your beard. You're like, yep. I was like, okay.
All right,
That's what I said. Speaking of Powerhouse, go get me a Gatorade. Somebody.
What?
No, what? No, I'm just.
She just asked me to get you a Gatorade.
Yeah, so
I was just naming our podcast, side podcast, Powerhouse.
I think that's a good name. I like it. Let's rename this shit to Powerhouse.
Take it.
I'm going to Powerhouse episode 1.
Right, talk about protein today.
I got some creatine shake.
I can weigh in on that.
I got.
Oh, get your weight on, boy.
Yeah. Oh man, I got some jokes for later after the show.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Wait, after the show? Why not?
You know why not?
I don't know why not.
No.
Just say it out loud into the microphone.
Yeah, real loud.
Don't worry, it's off. The podcast is off. Say it.
Okay.
Like I'll touch it. Off.
Ooh, that's how that works. Nah, so the you know, behind the fourth wall here, there's some jokes that you don't want to put out in the public.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. All right.
Maybe about people you work for.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't listen to the podcast.
Doesn't matter. Someone will. Like maybe they're people I work with.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Maybe they're people that
Eat something.
Maybe
Okay.
they're people in
all
this room. Maybe they're people a little sensitive.
Me?
Just fucking with you.
Damn.
Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, so it's episode 217. If you're watching it live, it's a little early, but this will be out on June 26th.
Be out by Friday.
What? It's live. You just go watch it on YouTube. That's what I've been telling everybody. Watch it on YouTube.
That's the best way. It's
Watch
uncut.
it on YouTube. You get it. It's fresh. It's hot. It's ready to go. You don't got to worry about nothing.
That's true. You can chat.
Yeah, you can chat with us. You know.
Don't chat with us.
Why not? Well, yeah, chat's kind of trolling.
Yeah.
Anyway, then you get it early, and then if you miss something, you can put it on the podcast feed, and live. This is live reacts only.
I should really not be staring at that TV.
Do I need to turn it off?
No. I'm paying attention. Now I'm gonna stare at you.
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I
It's not
know.
even good Resident.
I was gonna see. Oh, is he wearing the RPD outfit?
Oh, so they had to do. Okay, so because it's live, we're watching Summer Games Done Quick. So
Yeah, and they're playing Resident Evil 4
put
professional.
yeah. And so
right
they had a donation incentive for whatever outfit.
Oh, cool.
So whatever one's up there is the one.
It's not Tuxedo Leon, whatever it is.
I think that would have been great.
Was it Tommy Gun Leon?
I don't know. I
forgot the fucking
one
outfits.
I played. 4 is the only one I've played less than 4 is 6, which I haven't played.
I haven't played 6
is
at
trash.
all. Yeah. 4 would be maybe 2 times I've played.
I like 4 quite a bit.
GameCube and PS.
It got 3.
I played when it
on
came out on the
yeah.
GameCube. I got stuck.
The best
And
way
then
to play it,
restarted
surprisingly,
and then
on the Wii.
Oh,
I've heard.
Yep.
I've heard everything like that. The Wii is good.
It's
Anyways,
weird. You wouldn't expect it, but the Wii controls.
how was your week,
Resident
Joy? And games played. Just name.
I don't know. I'm
Shit, caught him off guard.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think what I played. I played a bunch of games for like testing purposes. I tested a Grand Theft Auto 5, and I tested a Plants vs Zombies, and I tested
I tested those exact games too.
there was another game I tested. I don't remember. I was just installing games to fucking test them.
Yeah.
Because like people like to tell me that games that they got from me are dead, and I'm like,
I watched Nier Automata download for an hour and then be like, "Come back on the 26th,
oh,
fucker."
Yeah. Good thing I'm on. Oh no. So like I've been like bummed out because I wanted to pick up Hellblade, and like I'm like the stack is like starting to stack,
Yeah.
and it's the summer. I'm like I should be like filtering down the stack here, but like I've been cleaning my house mainly. Like
That's
It's
good.
rough.
I threw out a futon. Like it
That's
felt,
good.
Well, yeah, it's nice, but the cats got to it, so it's no longer nice.
I mean, you could throw out the mattress, keep the frame.
No, not a futon. I'm sorry, ottoman.
Oh, okay, okay.
Ottoman. I said futon, but I meant an ottoman. It was a leather one, and it had like it was really nice. Like it was
I remember.
It was like two squares and
like
lifted out. Yeah.
Like,
So
it was a nice one. Yeah.
it was really nice. So the cats got to it. They like tore up all the stuff, and then like
That cat should meet Jesus soon.
one of them threw up in it. Yeah, what? It's like cats are like drunks at a fucking party.
How the
Like,
fuck did you do that?
They just they learn.
It is a Tom and Jerry when everyone goes away. It's like Tom's like, all right, cats, catnip, come on.
Yeah, so I mean, like I felt bad throwing it away, but like
The cat?
so oddly enough, like
Close.
I can tell you the adventures of Joey's parking lot. Like that's the real game is what's going on in my fucking parking lot. One, there's like these two dudes, maybe three. I'm not 100% sure because they're always sitting in their sitting in a car smoking weed. No, they're smoking weed. I think they're like it's two different dudes and like their girlfriends don't let them smoke inside the house, and they also won't let them smoke near the house. So they go to their car to smoke weed. I'm like, that's the dumbest place to fucking smoke weed.
Yeah.
I was like the fucking like where I live is like right in front of the ghetto. Well, for people who don't know, like it's right in front of the fucking ghetto.
Join us from the ghetto.
I literally live two complexes away from the ghetto. Technically, I would live in the ghetto if the complex next to mine was not the ghetto.
If you tied a red handkerchief around a bat and hit a glass bottle, it could hit Joey's house from the ghetto.
Yeah. So the weird part is like the condos next to ours are a little nicer. Anyway, so on the far side of the entrance, there's like 20 million cop cars just sitting there. And the other night they were camped out, like just pulling motherfuckers over all night. Anyway, so people like to like why would you sit in your car and smoke weed? That's the worst place to do it. Just go sit by the fucking fence of the pools and smoke weed.
Yeah, that's the best.
That's what they thought.
That's what I used to do when I lived over there.
Right, exactly. Go fucking
let them smoke. Shit. All right.
I'd rather they
let
smoke
them get arrested.
I'd rather they fucking smoke in their house.
Yeah, but then they're gone.
Anyway,
think of it that way. They're gone.
Anyway, so I'm throwing the trash, and I was like, someone had threw like some shit under my car, and I was like, what the fuck is under my car? They're gonna think it's me. It's a fucking Doritos bag full of blunt innards.
Nice.
I think I have a picture of it.
So it smelled like grape tobacco.
It's and Doritos and all kinds of anyway. And then the other
disgusting.
The other night, some lady had it under her mind that she was gonna catch all the feral kittens. So she had set out like behind every car was a cat trap, like. She was just out there moving around and like stuff, and then I was walking the dog and I found a needle and a spoon. I was like, oh, that's fucking cool.
Wow.
They capped off the needle though.
They did put the cap on the needle, and also the spoon didn't look super burnt, so maybe someone just thought they were being fucking funny,
I guess.
And then like I got these assholes that like they're there's one asshole who's like you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna park my car and my trailer across 4 parking spots.
Oh yeah, I saw that last night.
And like I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like back it in like everyone else. I was like, you had it backed in last week and it was fine. And so he's got this thing like he had a anti-HOA sticker on there the other day. I was like, okay, I understand you want to stick it to the HOA, but you're also sticking it to the number of fucking parking spots we have, dude. So then today when I came out and I was going to go into work, some dude was just like standing out by his car, motherfucking tree branch just sticking like right out of it, just like straight it impaled into his car, like
Jesus.
Yeah, too.
Zombie Files says he's been playing a bunch of Pokemon Quest. Have you guys been playing Pokemon Quest? I did.
Not even a single moment.
Nope.
Of it.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Hasn't even been downloaded.
Really?
Not a bite.
Not even. I mean, it's kind of whatever, you know.
I mean, I'm glad you played it.
Isn't it Pokemon that plays itself?
Yeah, but that's Darren, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Oh.
So hi, Darren.
Shit.
Hey, Darren.
I do believe if I remember the username correctly.
He got it wrong. I know it. It's Joey.
That's the username. I have to remember.
Joking. Kyle, how was your day?
Yeah, how was yours?
It was terrible.
Terrible. Please, elaborate.
It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I convinced a mutual friend of Joey and I's to buy an Xbox, and we've just been playing fucking Diablo like every goddamn day.
I thought you were going to talk about the LaCroix thing.
No. We can talk about that.
I thought that was going to be a stunt. That was going to let everything go.
LaCroix.
Oh, that's.
What did I call it? I called it something else. I cracked a good joke with it.
Yeah.
Fucking California slut water. That's what it is.
Listen, don't you insult my water. I like that water.
It was a good time. But so Diablo, huh?
Just been playing a lot of Diablo.
Still in hardcore?
Yeah, still hard. That's all I play.
I heard you guys were trying to move over to Borderlands.
I tried to move him over to Borderlands, but he's like, I'm broke, and I was like, it's $10.
Yeah, it's like $12.
Well, if you can't buy Borderlands, then you shouldn't.
What do you
to wherever.
Skip a meal? Yeah.
But whatever. There's nothing to do. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting. You know what I mean? Like it's a bad time for games right now. You just wait.
Great time for games.
No, it's a great time to clean up games.
Okay.
It's a bad time for like playing new shit. Like there's nothing new to talk about.
Mario Tennis Aces.
I would love to play it. Does anybody want to go like a halvesies or thirdsies on that game with me?
See
No.
that? No one wants to.
I
don't wanna
want to
pay
play.
$6 for that.
I want to play Tropical Freeze. You guys let me know, and I'll go have this.
I mean,
No,
I have
Donkey
one.
Kong's a shit franchise.
That's a fucking good game, you whore. I was gonna say shut your whore mouth, but I
Did
just
you
ended
see
up a
the-
you
Did
whore.
you see the commercials with Funky Mode, like riding in with like Funky Kong?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
riding
yeah.
the
It's
whole thing
just
in?
you don't have to play the game, the mode,
Yeah, the coolest character, made him the cheesy shit.
I thought.
including
Wasn't there
Funky
a
Kong.
Swanky Kong? Wasn't that like the guy who ran like a game show?
Maybe,
I'm gonna look that up while you guys are talking.
which is the hot Kong that gave
That's-
little boys nightmares.
The one that's on the
Hillary
TV
Swank
show?
Kong.
They gave him fear erections.
You talking about the one on the TV show?
Candy Kong.
Candy Kong? Yeah, I think so.
There was a Swanky Kong.
It's like it's that time and frame in a little boy's life going
He
puberty. And you're like, man, Crash Bandicoot's girlfriend, Candy Kong. Man, these girls are hot.
Oh, dude.
Fuck, I like furries.
I think we talked about this.
What
on
about
here.
Conker's girlfriend?
Didn't we talk about that?
yeah, the flower with the big tits too.
Didn't we
also
talk?
the flower with the big tits?
We
yeah.
had to have talked about that on here. The guy who came in to my job and he had like the Looney Tunes thing with like overly sexualized Lola Bunny.
Oh shit!
No,
I thought he's a.
that's fine. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh man,
Freaks me the fuck
Let
out.
me open up a new incognito. Winnie.
I know it exists, Joey. Rule 34 and Tumblr.
No,
fucking
no, get
guaranteed
outta here,
to
get outta
agree with you on that one.
All right. Well, did you play anything? Well,
I beat God of War.
Oh, and I imagine you want to talk about that, huh?
I do. Is there a spoiler cast coming up soon?
God, give me forever.
Oh, that's right. You have to.
Dude, I'm
do
already
this.
like writing my counter argument as to why you're just fucking out now.
I mean, like you want to.
I'll tell you why.
I know.
personally.
I have a really distinct feeling why you think that game. We can't talk about it here. That's the issue. is-
How about this? I'm not pissed off because that didn't happen, or the climax wasn't what I thought it was. I just thought the sequel was going somewhere else, not that. That's what I'm trying to get at. If that makes any sense to you, be without giving names and shit.
Yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about, but
That's what I thought. Like,
I will
they were
say-
hinting at something else, and they completely cliffhanged the Marvel movie after credits bullshit me. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's it.
All right.
That's it. That's all. I love the game. The game's phenomenal. The ending just felt like, oh, okay, cool.
I guess I'm just inclined to disagree.
That's fine.
I thought
now I'm just cleaning up,
I
beating
thought
Valkyries
you-
and shit like that. So.
Valkyrie's hard.
Mhm.
Are you getting them ravens?
I'm getting that too.
Odin's eyes, yeah.
I'm always going back. Whatever I find, I find. I'm probably not going to get 100%.
Are you doing selfie mode?
Once in a while, you get cross. This one's like, ooh. He's just like that.
Did you see the one where like it was
You have to get him in a hit. He's like, ooh.
I think it was on our gaming where it was like Abraham and Isaac go to the mountain.
Rick Rude fucking kissing the bison.
It's Abraham and Isaac go to
Genetic
the mountain
fruit.
and it's like Kratos like going like this and then Atreus like doing like run away like that. It's really fucking funny. I can't find that overly sexual.
That's fine.
Lola
Thank
Bunny
God.
thing. I found something else.
It's in your history now. Congratulations.
No.
You're on a list.
You're on a list. You know that, right?
I was already on that list.
Ew. You have a kid.
then just go to your internet browser
Good
history.
idea. Good idea. Hey Google, remind me. Oh, shit, I can't say that too loud because it'll fucking do it.
My phone's off, so I'm not
Okay.
getting picked up on anything.
Okay. So no one played anything amazing then, other than finishing God of War.
That's pretty much it.
Are you gonna move on to Detroit now?
What? I didn't even buy that game. What are you talking
You're
about?
not gonna move on to Detroit.
No.
There's a game. There's copyright over there.
Moving right back into Far Cry
Never mind.
5. Is it
Ew.
5? Fuck,
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Really? You
anymore.
playing Far Cry 5
I want to beat it.
with Cheeseburger?
Yeah, Cheeseburger's best character.
Cheeseburger.
What
Is that the
about
bear?
What about
Yes,
yes?
the bear.
What about Fortnite? Are you getting into Fortnite
Fuck no.
On the Switch?
on the
I'm
Switch?
not a battle royale guy.
So Fortnite's stupid.
Okay.
Like it's not even like
That's not what Fortnite is.
That's a really good argument. Like, it's stupid. Okay.
Fortnite Battle Royale is a Royale game. Fortnite is...
Fortnite's a garbage game.
don't play Save the World or Save the Planet or Save the whatever.
Sure. I have no desire to play that.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to Far Cry 5 and probably Dragon's Crown. So,
Oh, you're on that Dragon's Crown?
well, I bought it, and I bought it with God of War, so I never touched it. Then I'm probably going to jump back into the Switch and play Owlboy. So,
What about Hat
I
in
will,
Time? Did you get the
I
Hat
already
in
beat
Time?
Hand Time.
What about
That time's a good game.
crap? There's another one. What about that Celeste? You on that Celeste yet?
No,
What about Iconoclast?
Thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
Nice.
Well, I'll play that and Hollow Knight. That's on.
Yeah, Hollow Knight
I
on
just got
Switch.
released on the Switch. I might get that too. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it because I want to get Dead Cells too, but I think Dead Cells is coming out like in late September, December, maybe. I don't know. You feeding the trolls?
No, it's just. Darren said that Fortnite is not terrible on the Switch, just not as smooth on the Xbox or PC, but it's okay. I played it, and I was like, this would be a thing if I was into this game.
That's the thing. Yeah, like
The problem, my problem with that game is that you're not playing it, and then other people who have similar schedules as me are not playing it.
there's already videos like, oh, guy, Fortnite on the Switch was a great idea with chat enabled.
Fuck you.
Oh no!
What's that, kid? I'm just beating you.
Fuck you.
Oh jeez.
I was like, oh, great. I don't know. Just don't have a desire to play it. Especially when Battlefield goes, we are introducing Royale. Silence. Just
I mean,
complete
it'll be
silence.
really interesting to see, like, you know, you weren't here last week for E3 talk, but we were talking about how, like, you know, they showed PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and like that is not what that game is.
No.
I'm really interested in. You
So
know,
a streamer I watched goes, this isn't PUBG. So while the trailer was going, he just kept throwing up clips of like real PUBG. He's like, this is fucking PUBG.
This is just me.
I don't know what they're trying to sell you
it's
right
just
now.
me looking at these different fucking backpacks and then the hats and.
I hit a guy with a frying pan.
How about this? The only Battle Royale game I think I might be interested in playing, if it ever comes out, Gears. Just because it's fucking batshit crazy with lancers and grenades and everything.
Oh,
like that.
okay,
I think
alright,
I'd be
yeah.
more inclined to play that Battle Royale.
I think Black Ops will be okay. I'm really interested to see what Black Ops does to those fucking when Black Ops and Battlefield are both competing for that space.
Yeah.
So you got like a lot of
I'll just be happy when it's dead.
I mean,
It probably won't be dead.
might not be a
It's-
thing. Yeah,
Nope, it's the new fire.
it's not hot fire.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Darren's the same thing I said. Like just waiting on someone big to do it so it dies, or PUBG fixes their shit.
Wait till Assassin's Creed does it. Then you know it's dead.
You know, Assassin's Creed's multiplayer was not bad.
No, it was fun.
It was fun. It wasn't.
It was
like,
really fun.
It wasn't like you know.
The issue is that like the fucking assassination animations take so long that like you like kill a guy and then like while you're doing that there's another assassin waiting.
They just line up
like
behind
just
you.
waiting behind you. To
He's
fucking,
waiting for the context.
yeah. He's just waiting for A to happen.
Yeah,
and
it's
he's just
like-
like gotcha, fucker.
She really be like, yep.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
It's a fun multiplayer mode.
it was
I
just
do
like in
enjoy
Halo
it.
Reach when you did one of the assassinations.
Oh yeah.
you're
This is a
So-
lineup.
some
stuck
games-
in a fucking 3-second animation. You're like, oh shit.
Some games just don't require multiplayer. Like fucking Uncharted did not need one.
It was fun though.
Was it?
Yeah,
I
its
didn't.
multiplayer was
I
cool.
didn't like it.
I played-
Doom did
I played
not.
a little bit.
Oh, don't talk shit. Doom's multiplayer was
The
super
problem with
fun.
Doom was you know enough people playing it.
It was
that-
super fun.
I hated it. The new Doom or old Doom? Wait, old Doom didn't have it.
Old Doom.
2016.
Old Doom had it, but that was not what we're talking about.
New
at
Doom
all.
I didn't like, dude.
I
don't like it.
That game's like the sad part is that game is dead. Like the multiplayer of that game is probably dead.
It is. Yeah.
They gave it all away for free though.
That's cool on them. Yeah, I will say that. Can we talk about Alf's take on E3 since you guys all had it? Very
I
quick.
feel like if you're not here, you don't get to have a take.
No,
you know,
no, I'm
like, you
sorry,
don't, you
buddy.
don't get the late take.
Sorry, bud. This is gonna.
All right. I mean, all right. Well, I'll break out the. Let me go get the thing that I copied from the dude on Reddit. Let me bring his name up again because I want to make sure that we credit.
What? No, I'm just gonna give my take. I'm gonna shit about some other dude.
Go ahead. You know.
Listen,
You go ahead and give your take, and I want to make sure we thank the guy who put it in. all that
Nintendo
work.
had nothing.
Oh, geez.
They really relied heavy on Smash. I really wish they didn't. I wanted something from Metroid.
That's such a weird argument. Like you're like they had nothing except literally their flagship title that sells consoles every generation.
Well,
we,
that's
we mentioned it last week, but I don't mention it again.
fine, but
Lufino on Reddit. User Lufino.
Lou Ferrigno?
Lufino, I believe is how you say it.
Lou Ferrigno on Reddit. I love
I went ahead and
Nintendo.
I scrunched down what they typed and like,
E3 Smash.
so, but that was very helpful.
So
for us last
Smash Nintendo.
week. Well, go
Smash,
ahead.
yeah.
Let me hear what your take is.
I'm not the fanboy like, oh, Melee is gonna be the correct. No, it's just it really is an ultimate definitive. It's the perfect definitive edition of a game that should be definitive edition. I get it. I don't think it warranted that lot of time of E3.
Yeah,
Could have been.
no.
I think it could
That's
have.
a lot of big complaint there. Yeah.
I think it could have been an E3 directing on Nintendo Direct like they've always done. Like
That's
saying,
what, I mean, yeah. That's
oh
kinda
yeah,
right.
here's every character. Cool. Every mechanic, every character, everything. It could have been in a direct. They heavily gave you Smash because they knew we got nothing. This is what we got. I was hoping for Metroid Prime 4. I was hoping for that. At least
Right.
some. Fuck, give me art.
He's just
I
proven,
just
he,
want
he's
art.
just proven he didn't listen to last week's episode.
What? I didn't know. Did I say I did?
He's like, I don't watch this crap when I'm not here.
I put up the intro like, what did these fuckers say about me not being here? I have AIDS? Did I die? No? Okay, good. Or bye.
I mean, like we talked about this last week, but like my opinion has changed a little bit. Like there was a lot there for Smash.
Yeah.
And
I'm not.
like,
I'm not criticizing it.
And if you're not a Smash fan, it's kind of off-putting because you're like, oh, here we go. But as I've sat and I've like let it like I've marinated in a little while of the reality of what it was is like, if you didn't mention that you've made a lot of these changes along the way, like someone brought up in the chat Brawl 2, you do get a situation like that where like you get like, well, here's the game, we didn't tell you what we changed.
Yeah, but they could have been like, look forward to a direct future in a future setting, like they always do. That's all it could have been. They've had Smash Directs.
But then like then there's the argument where when they do that, where they go, yeah, they mentioned Smash, they didn't fucking say anything about it.
Yeah.
Oh, they could have showed the video and everyone's here. I'm like, oh my god! And then you want to know more?
There is dope and everything, but I know
as a Smash fan, yes,
I know that. Like,
so when the direct comes for you, it's for you. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like the Pokemon Direct one. Thank God the Direct happened, so we didn't have to hear 10 minutes of Pokemon Go, Eevee, and Pikachu. You know what I'm saying? Like it alleviated a lot of the.
I'm just like weirded out. Like this argument, like. Seems like you don't like video games, like it's just weird because like they're like, here's this video game that like is beloved, and then like here's like the parts of it that we changed, and then like everybody's got like all these issues with it, and like I just don't understand the argument. It's like, yeah, they showed the stuff that they have.
I think the problem is that like we're getting back into it, but I think the problem is that you got 30 minutes of one thing, and nothing else. If it was like
it's like,
I mean, like you said, that's what they got.
Here's Overcooked, here's Octopath, here's Splatoon, whatever it was. Right. Like here's like 5-minute things, and then all right, the rest of the fucking direct is this.
And
like,
one of the chatters bringing, the chat's
I
bringing
guess
up they didn't want to see DK and Rabbids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That could have been like even just bringing on the director of just to say, hey, we're hard at work on this project, or we're hard at work.
And Retro's working on something. Like they've said it.
Like this is also like this would be like if I was like, man, I really don't give a shit about Fallout 76, and they spent the entire presser talking about it.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's the exact same argument. You know what I mean? Like,
right. I think like my argument isn't that I don't like Smash. My argument is that they spent a lot of time on Smash.
I'm just suggesting that like, I don't know. It's what they had, so it's what they talked about.
Right. And that's the thing, is that's the sad part.
That's the sad part. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, that's what they had.
You keep saying that like they should have pushed it aside and they should have made it to a direct, and it's like, if they had about what they had.
If they had something in the wheelhouse, like baking in the oven for a little bit, like they should have just hinted at it, like they did Metroid Prime 4 title card last year. I'm like, okay, well, give us something artwork.
It's weird. I agree with you.
It's weird. A year in development and nothing happened.
Of Metroid again.
So what I'm trying to get at is this: I love that Smash is coming out. I love it, but for the a lot of time that Nintendo always gets. If they had nothing, they did the right call. They fucking focused on their fucking bread butter right there. But if they had something and they're waiting for a direct to announce shit, I'm like, that's kind of fucking shitty. That's kind of dumb. Where previous directs have had Smash directs. They've had Pokemon directs. They've had Animal Crossing directs. Like, all that changes. Like, that would have caught me as a fan of being Smash. Like, oh my God, everyone's here. I want to know more. I want to know more. Stay tuned for more in a future Nintendo Direct. Oh my God, I fucking can't wait. That would have been me. Like, that's me. I don't know. I feel even worse for fucking Animal Crossing fans that didn't get shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's super weird to me.
I feel like almost like it's weird because like as I was watching like Nintendo's thing, like I was literally like, God, shut the fuck up. When are you going to talk about Smash?
Like it's two different men, so that's all it is.
It's just, we're different people.
I'm going to say the same thing in the chat that I'm going to say there. It's like some of the depth spent on the time in the treehouse on some of the games. Did you guys watch them play?
Yeah,
the
no, that was awesome.
Like they went in depth on a lot of games to include Smash.
Yeah.
And like some of that depth could have been, shortened up on the Smash, go a little more in depth on the Pokemon Go stuff.
Would have been nice to see a little bit more about Mario Party.
Yeah. Would have been good to see about Mario Party. I'm glad.
I'm really happy about that though.
The first thing about Mario Party, oh my god, they got rid of the vehicle. Thank
I know.
fucking.
Yeah.
It took you 3 games to realize,
Go-
man, this is a shitty idea.
Yeah, like literally everybody was like, "Oh, thank God."
Thank God.
You went back to the thing that's good.
Okay.
The mechanic that this is why the game never sold. We told you, but you want to keep adding it in anyways.
I thought it was
God.
the other thing. All right. Any other hot takes on E3? Because we can't spend a lot of time on Nintendo.
Sony doesn't know how to fucking do a presentation. I think
Sony's was so disjointed and
it
weird,
was
wasn't
so
it?
fucking
Like
weird.
they announced like hype shit.
No, yeah. So the games were all like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah,
but then like when they came
You
out,
got
like,
long segments of gameplay. So that's the nice thing about that one was that you got long segments of gameplay. But it was put together so weird. Is that that's what was really
what's the doot music? I don't understand.
Well, like-
why was there a musical atmosphere?
Well, it was
New
just
Jakey
weird that
Racing.
they were also like shifting people around and like there was like multiple stages and stuff and like it just felt like
Yeah.
like
It ended weird.
well, like did it
bad
just feel,
execution, yeah.
did it just feel like it was like your high school play or whatever?
Yeah.
Like,
It
they were
felt
just
like this is a PowerPoint presentation that got lost overnight, and they
Yeah.
go, "Fuck, what do we have?
yeah.
Well,
All right, we have this VR playroom
I
shit
told
that we
Joey,
didn't finish."
about it. It was like, and then some honky in a fucking kimono came out with a flute,
All right, so
and he was like, "Here's the best game."
everyone's making fun of get culture appropriation, blah blah blah. You know, something. He's actually the best in the world on that fucking
that's the
instrument.
thing, but
Yeah,
none
yeah.
of us knew who he
But
was.
he
No one knew
fucking played it like garbage. Unless he was super nervous,
No, but
it
like
sounded like
no
garbage.
one knew who he was. But you got to remember, like the last few years, they did the symphony thing. You know,
Yeah.
they did the
back to
live
the
play.
sym-
I like they
All
were
right.
trying new stuff.
It doesn't need to be 5 minutes.
Right.
It
And
It
didn't
was
need to be.
weird because like
That banjo,
Microsoft-
the banjo one, I'm like this.
We're gonna keep turning him down.
but
Is it almost done?
Microsoft presser though like looked really fucking.
Well, the
classy.
Microsoft was the most traditional and most
I
jam
think it
packed.
looked
That's
classy,
why. Yeah,
like-
Microsoft had jack shit.
it was jam packed.
You got Funko Pop Gears of War, motherfucker.
What do you got?
Dude, I gave a loud audible ha and I pointed at Joey. He was like, "What?"
What do you want me to do? No, I was excited because I was excited. I was like, "It's Gears," and then I was like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm in half."
Gears showed up and then they were like, "It's Gears Pop," and I literally pointed. I was like, "Ah!" And then like he was just, and then they gave us dope games after that, and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Gears XCOM that's good.
Sony, I'm fucking hype about that Ghost game.
Yeah,
Ghost
Ghost
of
of
Tsushima?
Tsushima.
Oh, that game looks good.
Yeah.
And that's a side mission for
Last of Us 2, all right.
I don't think they need to do that much of that. I mean, you know,
It's more Last of Us.
Another game I'm not gonna play. Yeah,
I'm gonna play it.
Nah, I
wow.
didn't
Yeah,
like
you
that
don't
one.
like the first one.
I like
Yeah,
the
I'm
first
gonna play
one.
it.
They
What,
don't deserve my
no hot
attention
takes on Ubisoft.
They're the ones that, man, they really do know.
At least they didn't have the guy in the. Remember, like a few years ago when they cut to the guy and he was, "Sir, could you tell us why you're here today?" They paid me to be here.
At least Aisha
Remember-
Taylor was gone.
Remember, it was the
She said,
cosplay
"Fuck,"
guy.
though.
I know.
She said she was gone last year because she was she was directing a movie, and then this year they. You remember they've been
She
trying
was there
to.
last year, I think. Wasn't she?
No. She was directing a movie last year, and then because last year was the one where they at the end they pulled everyone on stage like we're in the middle of a big corporate buyout, and we just want to remind everyone that we're real humans making real games for real people. And,
I will say
you know,
that they have the most open ideas in
Division
gaming,
2.
and it's a nice.
Who?
It's a Ubisoft.
Oh,
It's a nice presentation when they do shit.
what?
It's fucking weird, but it's more heartfelt when they deliver it. I can only. I don't English well. I don't English well. Shut up.
Say the words you said again.
Shut up.
I just need to understand.
No, Ubisoft, out of all press conferences,
Okay.
they deliver a heartfelt one.
Okay. The press conference.
Yes.
Okay.
What did you think?
I thought you were saying that the games that they make,
No, fuck no.
I was like, what the fuck? Are you
No. Assassin's Creed can eat my.
They're
butthole.
like, look, it's Assassin's Creed. We did it.
we're just talking
Look,
about the
it's
Division.
pirate game that is also Assassin's Creed.
I will say they are really passionate about the shit that they make, even though it's really misguided sometimes, half the time. But at the end, like they left their mics on like idiots, and they're like, "We did it, yeah, we did it, guys. All right, high five!" Like,
Right.
you can hear them. I'm like, man, they're super
Okay,
happy.
you're talking about the real thing.
Yeah, no, it was real. Like they are super happy. I'm like, all right, I gotta give it to them. That's fucking cool.
I'm
Like,
in the chat talking about Division 2. So, how about that fake? We were just talking about how
I
fake it
hate
is.
gamer talk.
That's what are you reading the chat? Alf, reading the chat here.
Fuck, I hate gamer
That's
talk.
because it's the only thing you can talk about
Stop it.
is how
Just
fucking fraudulent that shit is.
Stop it. You know how they are. Stop it. Hey, Tom, how's it going? Nothing.
You
Just
know-
going to catch this big on my 6.
you know-
all right.
what is it?
You got him? Yeah. 3, 2, 1. epic. Who talks like that shit?
No, I even said I was like, nobody was told to suck a cock.
Yeah, no one was having sex with my mom. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it just be stupid. It's like,
Or there wasn't like,
look at this honky.
Like I didn't hear anybody call anybody bro.
there wasn't
Like,
anyone yelling at their parent to make food in the background.
Didn't hear
No
any bong
kids.
rips in the fucking background. Like, this is not true.
You know what?
This is not true.
We got to do like we got to do.
We gotta do.
We got to do the
We're
real,
gonna do the real one?
The
Yeah.
real
Can
one.
we do?
real one.
Let's do a YouTube series of awesome gamer talk.
Yeah, just-
Well, chat. You stay off of this.
Stay off this idea. Trademarked. No, it was like the first division.
Yeah, Achievement Hunter would be nice doing.
First
the
off,
demos.
there was like 2 girls in that party too. Who the fuck are you trying to convince?
They're not squatting on cam. That's not real.
What was the
Well,
what was the
all right.
girl clan?
All right, go on the left. We're gonna flank them. Oh, hold on, guys. I got a
Frag
donation.
dolls. It could have been the
All
Frag
right,
dolls.
here's my ass cheeks.
I'm gonna do twin squats real quick.
And no one's yelling
And
about.
then they're like, huh, "Fucking bitch."
Yeah, you know what? Thinking about it for more than 2 seconds, we couldn't do the real one because we would get so many flags.
No, I'm
yeah.
immediate.
Oh, yeah.
Immediate. No, so like it was
Alf's
like
best friend Anita Sarkeesian would just be like, "Why are they so sexist?" Like,
We just
and then we'd be like, "Why are we so sexist?"
at the real Donald's like,
explain
"Whoa,
to me.
guys,
Was it my
whoa."
mother?
Yeah, like,
No, like it was a couple years ago. I forgot what fucking game. I want to say it's Division 1 when they had drones.
Mhm.
Like they said, oh, you're gonna be able to have launch your own drone, whatever.
Yeah, that was I think the.
So the gamer talk was this: like, hey, so they got, or it was something about Microsoft, I think. Whatever it was, the game was, hey, all right, so we got joined up. Hey, Allie, how you doing? Good, good.
That was Division 1. Yeah.
I was like, hey, Allie, how you doing? Really good. Ready to take these tangos? You bet. Let's go. Hey, where's Tony? Oh, he's still logging later. Cool.
Yeah, that was Division 1.
Then he logs in. He's like, what's up? Hey, Tony. Hey, man. What you guys doing? Gonna take off this mob, bring
Or
you
Ghost
in? He's
Recon.
like,
Yeah.
we got this. And I think it was Ghost Recon. I was like, Whale? He's like, cool. That's all I had. It's like,
epic.
so fuck. Even the Anthem last year, the Anthem fucking trailer was so
Yeah.
fucking gamer talk.
I don't know. Like, you got to think about it. Like,
You got epic loot? Yeah, sure did.
Where the fuck is
Legendary,
that
bro.
all right. Any other hot takes on E3 before we move on to like the fucking stupid news?
What the fuck did Square Enix do?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that 20-minute debacle. Did you watch the Devolver Digital one?
Yes.
That's always fun.
It was like watching a juggler
Oh, you're talking about Square? I imagine.
drop a ball
Oh, yeah.
a couple of times
How-
during the performance. You know what I mean?
Square shouldn't be allowed to fucking have a conference.
No, they
anymore.
need to get more than one fucking
Are-
trailer for Kingdom Hearts. 'cause
Like,
had,
are they like a
They showed
big-
that trailer 3 times. The
like,
first one had no
is-
sound effects. You noticed, right?
Yeah.
Is Square even a big dog now?
I don't think they're big
They
dogs
should
anymore.
be because they had they've been buying up a lot of stuff and got a big portfolio.
I know, but it's just
They're
like
banking
weird, like-
on, I don't know, man. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay,
Like,
all right. Well, then
yeah, where's remake you promised 3 years ago?
Okay, so
I'm
let-
just saying,
show
like,
something.
let me get in this then. Like so in the news.
Oh no, work on the mobile Chrono Trigger.
No.
Thank you so much.
Tetsuna Nomura said that they announced Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Fantasy 7 remake just a little bit too early.
they did.
On
Yeah, I saw
Twinfinite.net.
that. They
Yeah.
were like, "Oops, we fucking."
Yeah, so like, they just came out too early, and like I think it's one of the they were speaking to the
No,
Italian
they
magazine
announced
multiplayer.
them too early, is what he was suggesting.
Yeah, but didn't like a year ago they already had like video?
Right, but like they're suggesting that because they announced these games too early, that like hype has been building for so long that like development hasn't caught up with hype.
I mean, like
You're
yeah,
gonna get a Duke Nukem
They-
forever fucking
they just
itis going around.
they just got it out of the development stages of Final Fantasy 7. They're like, okay, like they're just now putting the concrete ideas down. That like they're done doing that.
Well, now there's rumors of like overhauling it again. Now it's not episodic anymore.
I'm just like the one guy who's like, Final Fantasy 7 is just like not that cool. Like
I want
don't
to play
care.
a good Final Fantasy. That's it.
Too bad.
No,
They're done. They were done a long time ago.
Are you- what's the- so
15 is not bad.
the
12
chat-
was the last good one.
the
No,
chat-
15 ain't bad. It's all right.
The chat wants to know what's the hype meter on Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Like you guys, personal like hype meter. Mine's those games are not for me.
I have. I meant this as a joke
Sorry.
when I originally started saying it, but
Uh-huh.
now I like actually mean it. I think it's just fucking owed to me.
Oh wow!
Like,
Well, because you cared about the story.
I
you
do.
wanted to.
Like I was very invested in it. Like I've followed the story. Like I've played the Gaiden games. Like I bought a console.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like I bought a PSP.
You don't even know the story.
Like I know the story
Oh
as
my
well
God.
as any other casual Kingdom Hearts fan knows the story.
Exactly.
I know
but, like,
something about Heartless.
Name all 13.
Oh God!
Shit.
You fucking power nerds.
So wait.
Is it possible?
So Xenoheart is Roxas is nobody, but Sora is the fucking Heartless.
I can't remember the YouTuber, but it's that Asian guy who's God, he's so funny. But he was
Freddie
like,
Wong.
no, fuck off. He was like casual Kingdom Hearts fan.
I love you, Freddie.
Oh, cool. Toy Story looks really fun. And then it's like
Yeah.
hardcore ones, and he's like, Aqua got Norded.
Oh.
And then and then they're like, he's like, are those words? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, Aqua got Norded, and like they're talking about Xehanort.
Oh,
And
you
like
guys
I
are-
was just like, I don't fucking know what you're. Those aren't words to me, man. Like I don't.
I lost it when Wreck-It Ralph got announced as a summon. I was like, but he's a video game. Like the planet just makes fucking sense.
Yeah, no, it's-
Why
it's
would
'cause it'd
you
be too
do
hard-
that?
It'd be too hard to get in there. All right. Okay.
I don't.
Like I'm.
The game looked. Oh, sorry. What's weird, off-putting now? Realistic, hyper-realistic. Fuck is Johnny Depp.
Yeah, that was weird to
You
me.
like that?
Holy shit, that's weird now.
You like that? It's pretty good.
Looks good, but
All right.
fuck.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's
I'm
go
pumped. I'm
to the
pumped
news.
enough. If that's the question. Like,
Can I get Squall again?
yeah, the Leon Hart.
Leon Hart, whatever they call him.
What is this? All right. So to continue talking about things coming out at E3, Cyberpunk 2077.
First person.
That's not-
That's what drove me nuts about that game.
Still fake news.
Okay, so check
Wait,
it out.
first person fake news?
No, just Cyberpunk's fake news.
Oh.
All right.
It's not real.
But they played it.
Okay, so check it out. Check it out. Here's the thing that the hit the news this week. No one's actually seen it unless you've seen it.
Yeah.
And then the thing that's been said is that like it was running on i7 8700K, 16 gigs of RAM, a 1080 Ti, and it's an achievable top of the line rig.
Yeah.
So when the game comes out in 2 or 3 years from now, that kind of power will be more mainstream run of the mill, your average rig. So that they're working at least what they had there was in an achievable state, for gaming in 3 years.
Sure.
Maybe the next I don't think I think it's going to be like a Grand Theft Auto 5 situation where it comes out on current gen consoles and they're like, wait, you see, we kick this shit over to the next gen.
Yeah.
So, because they did that with The Witcher 2, Witcher 3, right?
No.
Witcher 2 was pushing it, and then Witcher 3 came out, and they're like, this is still pushing it.
Yeah.
Because
Grand Theft Auto 5 is the perfect example of.
Okay.
It came out on PS3 and Xbox 360, and they were like, just fucking wait.
Yeah. So the thing that's come out now is they said that there's going to be no loading screens after the initial load. So it's going to be like they haven't said a whole much about like how they're going to do
God,
that. But
is it Grand Theft Auto loading?
No, it's gonna be like God of War, where it's all masked. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they don't do a good job of the realm between realms. You could tell it's a fucking load buffer.
Obviously on the names games
Yeah,
initial.
but Mimir's like, let me tell you a story, and you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah, no, this makes it tolerable. Better than press R1 for next tip.
So this is of course coming from the official Discord server and the one of the design directors, Kyle Raleigh. So I mean, take this wheel. So that should be kind of interesting. Let's see what else we got here. I don't want
Anyone interested in about that From Software game?
Yes.
the
Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
Shadows
yeah.
Die Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had to discuss that because I remembered Shadows Die Twice, but it was because of the Game Awards where they announced just
I'm
that part.
super into that.
Did you guys see where Warner Brothers is suing, or is being sued by Bethesda?
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you? Okay, so
Fallout.
this is convoluted.
Westworld.
This is
copied Fallout Shelter.
right, but
Allegedly.
So Bethesda paid a company. I had it written down. Well, I figured it out. I'll figure it. I'll do it this way. But Bethesda paid Behavior Interactive to take their design work and make Fallout Shelter, which we played, right? And then eventually they took over the code and everything like that and started updating themselves. And the Behavior Interactive got hired by Warner Brothers to make the same game, basically. You know, you can't patent a game design. You can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can only patent, you know, certain things. So they make a similar style game based on Westworld. And so Bethesda's like, yo, you guys stole the code to make this. We know you did. And they're like, no, you can't prove it. And they're like, yeah, we can, because you guys have the exact same bugs that we had when we first launched.
No, that's all your games, Todd. Don't worry about it.
So they're like, and you have the same developer, Behavior Interactive, making it. So, you know, what's going on here? So, believe it or not, TMZ is a source on that one. So that was kind of interesting, and it's a really interesting kind of thing to see, like, especially like something digging in that far.
That's funny.
I'm gonna move that to the end because that's something I don't want to argue about yet.
Ooh. I don't know what's coming, but I like it. Ooh, that Resident 4 thing just went to shit.
Oh no!
Look at it. This is going to shit.
All right. So there's the article. One of the things we've always talked about, like IGN has an article saying the developers are saying that Twitch is hurting single player games. This is something we've talked about in the past, where this is Rami Ishmael from Vlambeer saying one of the most discussed effects of Twitch, YouTube, and Let's Play is the whole content creator ecosystem on the games industry. How the marketing impact of those platforms has affected what kind of games developers make. Why would any major studio outside of a first party trying to sell consoles, or a studio with a reputation for being single-player games, bother with immersive single-player campaign? So this is the kind of thing that we've talked about in the past, where why would you make, like, why are people like buying, why would you buy God of War, right? If you can watch Two Best Friends play, or does Markiplier still play games?
Yeah.
You know, or Markiplier play it, or Donkey, or whoever you care to see play it. You know, that's a single use experience that, you know, you watch and then it's over with.
Well, I mean, but that goes to the years of arguments that we've had. Like, why do you watch YouTubers in the first place?
Yeah,
I watch it to be like, oh, this game looks cool. I'm gonna stop the playthrough and go buy it myself. That's me. I don't know if that's changed over the years, but yeah, no, I see where you're going. Like, if you watch a whole fucking Let's Play of a single player campaign, why the fuck would you continue? Why would you even play yourself? Like,
yeah,
all the suspense and surprise is gone.
Chat was quick to bring up the Persona 5 restrictions.
Yep,
and which is in the article as well. You know, that's the kind of thing, was where, like, you know, people are trying to crack down on that kind of thing. And, you know, I really recommend going, like, you know, one of the things we do.
The Persona 5 restrictions were actually, like, pretty reasonable.
Well, they just didn't. Yeah, they put like date limits on it, and then they like eased up as like they were being more and more unreasonable. But like I feel like, you know, threatening, you know, to shut down people's livelihood over, you know, someone seeing a video game, like, you know,
I mean, everyone.
I can go to my friend's house. And,
I mean,
like,
everyone paid the fuck attention to it, so it worked.
But anyway, so it's really interesting just to get like hear a dev saying that they're talking about it in the back rooms. You know, like one of the things we talk about here is actually out there. Alrighty, so we can close that out.
What is she wearing?
Oh no, I don't know how to turn my head.
Why is she wearing like a go-go dancer?
All right, so
this is what Japanese people think Americans wear.
Okay,
which it is.
Yeah, Darren saying there's a difference between like Fallout and Last of Us, where you have some choices and some things. Exactly. I think that like but we can go back to it real quick. I think something like what was it? Tomb Raider, where they had the thing where if someone was watching you stream, they could type in your a code into the thing, and then they could interact with you. You could turn on like interacts and things like that. Remember they had like,
oh yeah,
you could turn on the rainbow trails and stuff like that, or they can make the game harder. You know,
I like games that are incorporating copyright music. Do you want to stream without it? Do you want?
Yeah, they've done that too.
That's really cool doing it.
Yeah. So
yeah, I guess I could tell your way, but at the same point in time, if you're doing that, you kind of made up your mind that you don't want to play video games. You just want to do that.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
Yeah, I think that there's a large percentage of aforementioned YouTubers / content creators that their demographic are not necessarily people who want to play video games.
Yeah,
they're just people who want to have entertainment for free.
Right.
Like I won't watch my YouTubers. Like I didn't watch anything of Two Best Friends when they're playing God of War.
Same.
Right,
I watched.
exactly.
I play God of War first, and
I
that-
have
Like now, I'm gonna watch it.
I have a God of War spoiler like video that I want to. I've been waiting to watch until I
Yeah.
finish the game. And like if I didn't care about the game, I wouldn't put that off. I would just watch it anyway, right?
Like the completionist.
Yeah.
So he's had a thing like, oh, I don't know why viewers have been dropping. He interacted with his fans on Twitter. It's like, views have been dropping. What do you guys want? And I tweeted this. I'm like, maybe don't complete games that literally are not even out yet.
Yeah. I can't watch the game if I want.
He completed God of War 3 days before it fucking got released.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who wants to watch it? And then he actually fucking tweeted back at me. He's like, that makes a whole lot of sense, actually.
Yeah. And like I said in the chat,
he's like, it kind of fucks with my idiom. But
I mean,
He wants to finish and get the first review out there. I get it. I really do. But
you can put your review out there, and then
I didn't watch it because of that.
that's like kind of one of the issues that we're dealing with now. And like Jay-Z was actually one of the people who brought it up.
You can time delay your content to go
but
out,
like
though.
you can't review.
But you want to be first.
I know, but you cannot review an album in a day. It's
No,
impossible.
I don't think so. You can. Yeah.
No, most people are smart and they give it to you for like 2 weeks ahead of time, and you vibe on it for 2 weeks, and then this isn't a good analogy. Well, maybe it is with the album thing, because like sometimes an album, you just need to be in the right not state of mind, like
You do.
but
No, you
the
do.
right place in your life, even. You know what I'm saying? For
I
an
can hear a
album to
track and be like, this doesn't speak to me. 2 days later, I'm fucking sipping on some whiskey, and I'm like, ooh, now
Right.
this song
And
speaks.
like
Fuck, I'm gay.
I gotta go. Like I said,
Who knew I like Wham this hard?
like I said in the chat, like
we all knew you liked Wham.
I feel like all of us use Let's Plays, to sample the games that we have an interest in, but aren't necessarily, going to spend the money.
I get it.
I almost exclusively watch Let's Plays of games that I'm not interested in playing.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, I do it. I watch more of the Let's Plays I watch are
I
either
have
personalities that I like,
Yeah, that too.
or just games that I have an interest in, but I'm probably not going to pick up. I'm
How
not
about
going
this?
to buy.
I don't have any interest in playing Persona,
Uh-huh.
but I watch two best friends play because I'm like, oh well, show me what is this game all about. Yeah, at the end, still I'm like, yeah, it's not for me, but it was fun to play through. That's fine.
Yeah.
Resident Evil, again, two best friends. I'm sorry. Pat is a fucking amazing goddamn Resident Evil player. Like I fucking love watching
Silent
him
Hill
play.
too.
Yeah, Silent Hill too. But I've beat these games already, so I'm like, all right, show me and talk to me about lore that
Mhm.
he picks up everything and talks
Yeah.
about backstory. Like I can watch his Let's Plays over and over again because it's every time
Well,
I find something new.
he has a master's degree in psychology, so like that's kind
Did you see how he broke down the Resident Evil 2 trailer? The remake?
Mm-mm.
He broke it down over Twitter and like, holy shit, man, you saw things that fuck.
I mean, the dude's trained.
Dude's really good. And then I watch personalities like Funhouse when they make fun of games and stuff like that. Like they'll play broken games. And Vine Sauce when he plays games he generally enjoys. Bloodborne, I would never play it. He's
Mhm.
playing Bloodborne currently. I will watch it. Blood.
What's that smell?
What's the smell? Oh, it's blood.
It's blood.
All right.
See, I get jokes because of fucking videos like that.
All right.
Fucking plague.
Yeah, like,
All right. Well,
did you see his? He did a Gumps video.
Yeah, yeah.
That was good.
All right. Let's move on.
Okay.
We'll do a couple quick ones. Steam Summer Sale, guard your wallet.
Get them Tails games. They're really discounted. No, like 75%.
Okay.
Get them.
Steam now also offers the ability to see how much you spent.
That's bad.
So go in there and find out. Like I don't want to put it in there because I don't want to see how cheap I am.
You spent $2.
Gama Sutra had an article.
The Kama Sutra?
Gama Sutra. They had an article saying.
You're an article.
Oof. They had an article saying that 66% of console gamers still prefer physical games over digital, and 29% of PC gamers prefer physical.
Where
I'm
can you even get a physical PC game anymore?
It says that's what they prefer.
It's not real.
I prefer not paying $1 for pizza, or paying only $1 for pizza, but that doesn't mean that's what I'm doing,
Then we have this argument like saying, I would prefer digital
I would prefer digital too.
if it was $10 cheaper.
No, I need a lot more than $10 cheaper. I need like $15 cheaper.
I'm just saying for me, basis.
Because I cannot do anything with it after they have gotten my money.
No, I get it. That's me personally.
Or they would need to implement like a Steam share library.
Yeah,
of thing.
okay, that's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
What I'm going to is like, why is digital and physical the same goddamn price?
Because of fucking retailers.
And I get it, and
retailers.
doesn't make sense to me. Like until that stigma dies, I will always buy physical
Well,
for the price.
That's what happened with PC games because there's no place for you to go buy physical PC games. There's no reason why they're whatever price.
Yeah, that's why digital just goes fucking insane price
Exactly.
sometimes. Well, I want that. I want that route, but we're not gonna get it ever. Like, it would be nice. I could buy Celeste because there's no physical copy, but that's a set price, $20. There you go.
The chat brought it up, and I was asked. So like physical copies do hold some value. You know, they like one of the things like we do here is like I would have bought games and I lend them to Alf and Alf send games to me and we lend them to each other. And so like you turn a $60 game among 3 people, we're out $20 a piece. You know that's just some rough math there.
And sometimes you sit on the game forever, and the game ends up to be like $220. I'm like, holy shit!
Well, you do get the one-offs here and there that do gain value, but like Overwatch right now, you can buy it for $20 new, right? Yeah.
You can buy fucking Horizon Zero Dawn for $10.
Right. I'm saying, and that's a game like I would buy and we could pass it around like it's $4 a head. Who cares? And but like with
All right, who wants to go Hazzy for Tropical Freeze? Come on, seriously.
We were just talking about that, right?
I'm in on this. Come on.
It's like, and so with
funky mode, Carl. Funky mode.
With digital, there's digital. There are ways to share. You can do Steam share. You can do PlayStation has or is it Xbox? One of them has the thing where you can pass the controller.
PlayStation.
The chat says they have chocolate face.
Chat, hit me up.
They said they liked it.
Chat, help.
Anyway,
is Coke in the gun?
It's gonna hurt.
I lost my train of thought. I really. But there's ways to share that. There's ways to share the digital. Once we get there, then I would be whatever. And then the ability to resell it. If I don't like a game,
I'll just do the 24,
the 2 hours,
whatever that Steam is.
2 hours, less than a week of play. But some games aren't like that. Or the game doesn't open up and you have your Final Fantasy 13. The what is it? The 13th chapter after
that game never opens up. You can finish the game and it never opened up.
Right, but
that's a horrible game.
Keep playing,
I get it.
Or a game like
again, this is it for media, TV, movies, games, books. Give it a fucking 5 hours. It gets really good. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna invest 5 hours. I'm sorry. Exactly. I'm good.
Or there's just games that it's been times when like a Call of Duty or Battlefield it just soured me on it. Like the multiplayer is just like I'm done with this. I've spent 20, 30 hours playing this game. Now I'm done with it. I don't want to play anymore. Or Overwatch is another good example. They nerf your favorite your hero, and then you're like, well, fuck this game. I don't want to play it anymore. Very true. And then what are you going to do with that digital copy that's stuck on your hard drive? You're just going to sit there and stare at it. Anyway.
No, you ain't wrong.
I just think it's funny that 66% still prefer. Like, of course they still prefer because they can do something with it. Which brings me to my next article of things you can do with physical copies. GameStop is in talks with a buyout firm. This was originally a rumor and then it got confirmed. So
it's the whole. You were talking about the whole Toys R Us method.
Yeah, that's what. I didn't know if we wanted to jump right in that. I think this might be into the whole allegedly it's an investment firm that's looking into them. These are going to be companies that the investment firms like Bain Capital did to Toys R Us, where they buy it and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna take care of this, and then they just saddle all their bad debt in there, and they're like, I don't know why the ship is sinking. Yeah. What are you talking about? They can't pay their bills. Close it down.
Let them loose.
Savvy businessman. Although some people are putting the blame on the digital market. People switching to digital, but I feel like people are still GameStop is still drawing people in. People are going there. I was there the other day.
You didn't have many options anymore, so to trade, buy, pre-order.
Right, they're the only game in town in a lot of places.
Yeah,
and then
was it a thing? EB
Games got bought by GameStop.
But I'm saying it was a thing, right? At one point, we used to have two retailers.
We used to have
an
EB Games, and we used to have Rhino, EB, and GameStop.
I've never seen a Rhino.
Then GameStop bought Rhino, and then
we also had Software Etc.
Yeah, did we have a Babbage's here? I don't remember. We had Babbage's.
Down south, we never had it on that. We just had EB and GameStop. I remember.
We had a KB, but they got bought by Toys R Us. No. But anyway, we didn't have Funko land here though, right? I don't remember a Funko ever being here. But anyway, all that stuff got bought by fucking GameStop. Anyway, so
Be nice if Best Buy did it, then they get out.
I was gonna say, if Best Buy did it, they can get like their gaming shit
gaming
set up.
out of the retail studio box stores and just gaming in its own satellite store. But I don't know if you know, but all the mobile stores, they're gone.
No, they're gone.
All the satellite mobile stores, they are gone. So it might not be the best interest to do that just for gaming.
You know, a lot of GameStops tend to be near Walmart. Walmart could buy them and like shove their gaming in there. You know, I don't know. I feel like GameStop, like, it gets a bad rap, but that it's not from not their own doing. You know?
No, it's just bad. This is a lot of fucking choices they make.
Right. Well, I mean, you don't give someone
It's a choice of the past though. Like GameStop's amended a lot of like their like issues that like made them pariahs in their own market. Like
right.
they've become much better as a company like over the last 5 years.
I feel like GameStop.
They have.
I feel like GameStop is fine, and they've always been fine if you were trading the newest stuff to get the newest stuff.
Yeah, but like
And I understand, like, you know,
yeah, I guess you're right. That is kind of my game. So
right. So you know, like,
maybe disregard what I just said.
well, I'm just saying, like, if you're trading in like
Chrono Trigger.
not even that, but like,
You seen the offer what they give you?
okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying some of the stuff they like, you know, some of the legacy stuff. They're like, you're like, yo, man, like, can you do better than 10%? You know,
Well, there's no wiggle room for them. It's a set corporate
right? No,
price.
I'm saying, like,
Yeah, yeah.
hypothetically, can you do better than
Yeah,
10%? Like, you know, like you're like, I kind of feel like you can't give me $1 on this game that's 10
Yeah.
on your shelf for 10, and you go, and you know, you say, well, there's 75 of them over there, so you know, maybe you can't.
Yeah, but
right?
you need more links crossbow trading.
Exactly, exactly. And, you know, and some of the games are, you know, they do have some of that where it's just like it trades in for, you know, pennies, and it's worth, you know, a lot.
Yeah, sports games.
No, you can't. You cannot haggle at GameStop. The only thing you can do at GameStop is
Buy this shit and leave.
You can just
Joke's on you guys. You didn't know you could haggle at GameStop?
you know,
Idiots.
No, you can do you know, you just have to do the crazy. I would recommend going to Cheap Ass Gamer or Slick Deals and just reading some of the threads there on how to abuse the system there, because but tread lightly. You can get trade banned.
Yeah,
like
now you can get trade banned.
Huh?
Now you can get trade banned.
You've still always been able to get trade banned.
Really?
If you traded more than 3 copies on a single system within a 30-day period, you would get trade banned. But yeah, the you know, be careful what you're doing, because like especially where we are, you like they have a thing called boomerangs, which is where you trade in games and you immediately buy them back. You can't do that in Florida because the law is they have to hold them for 15 days.
Really?
So yeah, you can't do that here.
Oh. I don't know about the boomerang thing.
Yeah. Well, you would find games that you could buy. Like right now, they're running 50% bonus if you trade in 6 or more games.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a certain segment of games where you could buy 6 games, and they they trade for more than what you could buy them for if it's at some stupid sale or you have a coupon. There's always yeah, exactly. Hoard the games and hit them once a month. There you go. The truthfully the matter is just they use their little app, go to fucking all the yard sales, find out what they trade in for, you know what I'm saying, and just offer better than the yard sales. Even if you are smart, you just put up an ad on Craigslist, say you'll beat GameStop. And
I just try to go for like the fucking glitches, the price glitches.
oh the
It's like, oh, Event Horizon's $2 at
Yeah.
Best Buy,
oh yeah
and buy 20.
yeah
Then you go to fucking
Then
GameStop
that's
and
when you
like
get it.
trade them all in.
that's how you get trade banned.
And I will
Anyway.
trade ban one good fucking time.
So you know, a lot of people are seeing this as blood in the water, you know, of GameStop. Like, you know,
blood in the water.
they you know they're in buyout talks, and you know everyone's wishing ill will and linking it to like Toys R Us and things like that. So
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't either, but I mean, like, you don't, you know, their CEO his chat says,
Especially-
what's that smell? It's the blood.
Especially with the ThinkGeek like shit, like the merger that they had too. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing bad whatsoever.
I think they're not doing as great as they want to be doing. And
No, they're not. But that's
that's when I was looking for a little bunny shirt. That's what I found.
Well, that's the deal
You
with
said
a lot
you
of-
turned your phone off. What are you doing?
I
over
turned
there?
it back on for a second.
the deal with a lot of shit games that have been out. That's it.
Yeah.
Anyhow, it's a low season. Wait till a new generation comes out. That's it.
Exactly. They
what
know
it
how to
is.
make money.
It
All right.
peaks, then it drops, and as soon as the game gets announced, they're like trade in everything again. That's
All right.
It's the cycle of life in gaming.
My one of my favorite games, Life is Strange, got a sequel announcement finally. Episode 1 coming out September 27th. That's all you need to know.
Are you a kid superhero? That's what I saw.
Play that.
It's Costume Quest.
It might be. Who knows?
Okay, because from what I saw, I'm like, this is Costume Quest. The first thing that came out of my mouth. Like, all right.
Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, 1 million sales.
Cool.
Still
weird.
Oops, I accidentally closed out that one I wanted to read. Remedy says they want to work on a new Alan Wake. Please do it. It's one of my favorites. Move that to the back. Speaking of budgets, there we go. That's a good transition. Budget-minded games. Sony has announced the PlayStation hits for PlayStation 4. Great games, great price, $20.
Weren't they always out?
Here are your PlayStation hits. Bloodborne, Drive Club, Infamous Second Son, Killzone Shadowfall, Little Big Planet 3, Ratchet & Clank, Last of Us, Uncharted 4, Battlefield 4, Doom, Project Cars, Street Fighter 5.
Oh, Doom? That's not
is that Yakuza 0? I can't tell.
Oh, that's cool.
Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami, and the Metal Gear Solid 5 collection thing.
Well, at least they fucking mixed it up finally. It's been the same hits forever.
Right. So now they have the big red banner, so you can tell.
Yeah,
what
I
they
saw
say.
the difference.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, some of those games are already $20. So
If you're paying $20 for Infamous Second Son, you're an idiot.
I mean, Uncharted went down to it's like $8.
Infamous Second Son should be a $2 game at this point.
Killzone, you shouldn't have paid $20 for. But
No, Infamous Second Son, good game.
Yeah, it is good, but
It's very repetitive, but
this should be enacted on the 28th, so just a couple days away. All right, close that out. Speaking of Street Fighter 5, did you see they finally got loot boxes?
No.
All right. So,
Oh my god.
So by the time we've actually posted this, it'll be up.
Capcom,
The loot
what are you
boxes
doing?
are in survival mode in a new system called Fighting Chance. So you come in and you can only spend fight money there,
Okay.
and then you go get a fortune reading, and then the fortune issues out is really the loot box, and it contains items such as battle goods, which increases your chance for finishing survival mode, new colors, Street Fighter art for the archive stuff, and then the part that makes everyone mad is that there's exclusive costumes locked in the survival mode. So not only do you have to play survival mode, you have to use your fight money to get fortunes, and then get the loot box to get the cosmetics that you want.
Dumb.
So, and then you can't buy fight money. The only way you can get fight money is by playing the game. So, like, the people who are picking the game up for $20 an hour are going to be like, what's going on here? So, it's kind of weird. I mean, like, I'd imagine this is just to trying to keep people, like, on the hook.
Interested in playing
and
it?
interested in playing it, give them something new to do.
Bad way of doing it.
It's kind of interesting. I do think locking up costumes is kind of like, that's always been my sour thing, is like the color swap costumes, especially. I hated when they did that. If like they didn't do like new like anything, if it was just a color swap, I hated those.
I hated
costumes.
that too.
And so, all right. Let's see. A couple more articles.
Kyle's dying. Hurry up.
I know. I see him. He's over there like not making it. Did you guys see
I
the?
have like a fucking crazy migraine.
Did you guys see the thing with Atari? Right.
No.
Oh, okay. So Atari, they're launching the VCS, right?
Okay, that I know.
Right. So they called into question an interviewer that had them, and they kind of just said, "Hey, don't worry about the Register, which is a UK publisher, of news. They announced them of making up stuff and acting unprofessional in an interview." So the Register said, well, here's the tape of what you guys told us and how you said it. And here's what we wrote. And here's how here they are side by side. So there you go. So that's, at least it's like one of those things you're like, why would you're being recorded. They recorded you. Why would you accuse them of manipulating the recording? Of what was recorded, when that they could release the recording.
Sure.
So. So there you go. We'll speed it up since Kyle's not feeling well. Microsoft has announced they're dropping support for VR for the Xbox. They said it's just. Are you getting like a hiss? Yeah, like a hiss.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't know. Someone move something. Anyway, Anyway, so you know that augmented reality demo they kind of showed out with HoloLens, probably not a thing anymore, at least for the Xbox One, maybe next generation. All right.
I wanted to play Minecraft.
You know, I thought that was cool. The guy put his head in the thing and like looked down into the Minecraft thing. I thought that was fun. The second to last thing is Summer Games Done Quick going on, which we're watching. So, pretty cool stuff on there. I do recommend you go to twitch.tv/gamesdonequick. Right now they're at over $150,000 for Doctors Without Borders.
Oh, is Doctors Without Borders this year?
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
Summer is Doctors Without Borders.
Cancer.
And then Prevent Cancer Foundation is the other one.
Okay.
So, cool stuff on there. So check that out. The last thing that I didn't want to talk about, but we'll bring up.
Oh boy.
The World Health Organization has classified gaming disorder as a mental health condition. So this has been late in the news as video game addiction.
Yeah.
And
Can I get a handicap like
I've heard that. I've heard
thing
people,
on my car? I could do that. That's cool. Park right up front everywhere. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Mental addiction.
So you know, like I have like a different stance on this than like a lot of people. I know some of my friends who were very much like, they're like, video game addiction. What are you talking about? You know, anytime when I was a kid and they said I was addicted to video games, you know, my parents just didn't beat me enough. That's not what they're saying. Paraphrasing. You know, my parents didn't discipline me enough.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't say, "Hey, knucklehead, stop playing video games and do your homework," or "Stop staying up late all night playing your home, you know, playing video games. You need to buckle down and focus." And you know, like for kids especially, it's really hard to find what we call as an adult your life work balance. You know what I'm saying? I know when I play video games that I am doing things that aren't for my own benefit. You know, I'm taking my time and using it to play games when I could be cleaning house, doing chores, whatever that needs to be done. Right? That's part of being an adult. Same with anything. I also know that like, you know, that's just part of growing up. So, but I also know that an addiction is a real thing. You know, there's gambling addiction, there's alcohol addiction, there's drug addiction. And there's some people, for them, that video games trigger the things in their brains that you know, that make them happy, that gives them happiness and joy, and they have trouble controlling that.
I've proven serotonin releases in your brain, like same chemical reaction that you get while like having sex. For some people, you get from playing video games that you enjoy.
Exactly. And, you know, the chat's bringing up the you know, the extreme cases. You know,
What, like the Fortnite girl?
Right, exactly. You know,
She
stuff
pissed her pants while playing?
that's exactly the one they're bringing up.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, that's some of that is, you know, and I talked to our friend Jeremy over Facebook about it. It's like that's a little bit that it's hard to say. That's a mix, you know. How much of that is that girl truly being addicted, and how much of it is that issue being exacerbated by poor I don't want to say poor, suboptimal parenting. You know what I'm saying?
It's a nice way of saying poor.
Right. Well, I get
you.
Exactly. I don't want to accuse here, you know. So like, you know, part of being a parent is trying to figure that out. You know, if you're putting these boundaries in place and they're not working, your kid's sneaking out at night to go to the arcade or
I wish I could sneak out and play arcade. Damn.
You know,
Simpsons, eat my quarters.
Exactly. But like, you know,
that's an addiction. Arcade. If you're fucking pumping money into arcade machines,
right? I'm saying we've gone through this thing with loot boxes and the kids not knowing how to do the Smurf berries and everything like that. And so like the nice thing here is like, and I like how a lot of people like, if it's being recognized as a disorder and a real thing, then people can try to we can start making a pathway for people like that to get help. That's the good.
Or eliminate the bad.
That's exactly, you know.
Okay.
You know, like there's people with you know, we don't talk about people with TV addiction or movie addiction or, you know, things like that. But those are all things that are addictive, you know, like things you have to consider. And, you know, like I said, I'm pretty like, I think that like the problem is like it is painting such a broad stroke. And like some of the best things I've heard come out of it is that like people are saying, look, this is, you know, such a broad stroke that the main, I hate to say mainstream media, but like the way it's being reported in the mainstream media, the way it's being talked about is it's like video game addiction, ha 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 ha, you know, or things like that. When we do have a serious, like, if the World Health Organization is concerned about it, then we do have a serious problem, that we need to address. And I don't think anyone in this room is having that problem, but the Fortnite thing that we were talking about, like you were talking about. That. Yeah. And it's kind of tricky, No,
I get it. It's just, yeah, you have to look at it like from a overall perspective, not just a fucking generalized broad one, like saying, no, it doesn't happen to me, so it's not an addiction. Other people could fucking succumb to that, like just completely incapacitate them.
I mean, there's been long-standing things too, like when like MMOs started getting popular, like the Chinese, like couple of Chinese couples like let children die, and
there's that there's the MMO kids dying, the 25-hour the 48-hour gaming marathon people. I do a 24-hour marathon, and people that's one of the things I take very seriously. One, it's not video gaming addiction. I'm raising money for charity. You
also take the precautions to make sure you're doing it safely.
Right, exactly. I get up, I stretch because of deep vein thrombosis.
You make sure that you're never alone.
Right, exactly. I'm not sitting here by myself. Exactly. So there's a lot of that going on, And then, like I said, it's really tricky, and it's one of those things I really don't. I kind of was hesitant to put on the schedule just because, it has the ability to hit a sour note with people, And I can understand that because this is something you care about and something you don't have a problem with for most people,
Yeah, but there are people who have a problem with it.
There's people with problems with it. 100%. I agree.
And
you could point this camera at or the spotlight rather at like another scenario, and something that our state is regularly looking at in terms of legality, like marijuana and its addictive properties. Physically, nothing.
Right.
No physical properties that exist that make it addictive. However, tons of people get addicted to the mental euphoria that it creates and the ability to let go of things. And that becomes addictive in and of itself, just to be able to have that escape. And so you could probably draw some parallels between the euphoria that you received through whatever means that you're whatever drug is your choice, and playing video games.
Right.
You're out living a fantasy in a game. So what
I can understand,
you play a hero in a game and be like, this is the image I want to portray, and you get such a high off it, like saying I want to keep playing.
Right.
Well, even if it's just like, oh, this just allows me to forget my responsibilities for.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, it's finding that, as an adult, you have to find that work-life balance. You know what I'm saying?
There was a time in my life where I
responsibility work.
Could definitely say that I was probably succumbing to what they would clinically consider to be a video game addiction.
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I was saying Dark Souls 3. Like, I'm on my 9th playthrough. This rocks.
Still just as good.
If you read there's an article on CNN about it, and if you go and read that article, they do talk about how to diagnose it.
There's a lot of legitimacy to it,
and it's not like the
money you spend on the game too is fucking ridiculous. Like the FIFA cards,
right? That thing,
people spending thousands and thousands of dollars, and fucking League 2. Jesus Christ,
they go into depth about the things you were talking about, like an ongoing, this isn't just like a one-time thing that they're chasing this, the thing, and then
chasing the white rabbit,
it's a behavior, you know what I'm saying? And
heroin's the dragon.
That's the white dragon, yeah. So, and they also talk about it's a clinical diagnosis, not just you can't just walk into your doctor and say, hey, I'm addicted to video games. They have to get you.
I'm addicted to games, can I have weed? Thank you.
I was going to say, in my brain, I'm just like, some way I'm allowed to get a weed card through this, right?
Yeah.
So just Doc, come on. Listen, Alf, he said I played Dark Souls 9 times. Give me some fucking herb.
Hear me out. Dorito flavored weed.
Oh, jeez.
No, pass.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
I don't smoke
Mountain Dew flavored weed.
Yeah. What?
Go on.
It's just orange juice and vegetable oil.
All right, I'm out again. I didn't know what Mountain Dew was made out of.
That's what it's made out of. Again, there's a lot of people who I'm trying my best, especially because a lot of people are going, there's, like I said, there's a lot of the loudest voices right now are video game addiction, her, and then the people who don't.
Fuck you, no video game addiction.
Yeah. that don't want
No,
to
I
argue
get
the
you.
other way. You know.
I can see both sides.
Well, I can see where like there's people saying that stuff, but
The guys who are mad about video game addiction is like the girlfriend who's getting ignored, and then the guy on the other side is the guy who's playing Fortnite for 80 hours a week.
yeah,
You know? That's the distinction.
maybe a little overgeneralization. There.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I'm coming out of a fucking weird place, man.
I said,
We'll go a little bit of there. All right.
Did I die halfway through the podcast?
No, you're just like, and then you're like, I'm like, he's my migraine. I'm gonna leave him alone. And then you're like, look at your phone. I'm like, I thought you had a migraine. Literally,
I was like, how long have I been here? Like, I was like, how have I been looking at my fucking palm for like the last hour? Like, I felt shitty.
Good news. We've only been up for an hour and 14 minutes. So
Yeah.
cool.
shorter than normal, or well, not a little longer than normal, but not as long as the
Yeah, sure.
90
8-hour
minutes is
E3.
usually where we. Yeah,
90 minutes is like the target. I like it.
I like 90 minutes.
An hour and 20 of this thing. All right, so that's the show for the night.
Yeah,
Obviously,
I feel a little bit better. Sorry.
Great. Glad you made it to the end. That's better than just leaving.
Make
and
it
taking right now.
longer.
I was gonna say,
No,
obviously-
keep talking.
Make him make up for the fucking half an hour that he was dead.
I want to
yeah,
see him die on live fucking network.
Just- And I think that video game addiction,
Podcast addiction. Oh,
it
Ooh,
affects us
I got
all.
podcast
Joey has a podcast addiction.
I do. Did you guys send you? The
I have a
screen cap?
meme addiction. I know that.
Did I send
I
you-
need memes.
You love memes.
I love the dankest.
Oh, that's a fucking.
Dude, I'm gonna dank all over.
No,
your
the
memes.
Thanks, man.
okay. So like
I appreciate
for
it.
real, what was
You're
it?
a good friend.
Weeaboo Simpsons Twitter. That was amazing.
Dude, Joey's
was
so
so
much
good.
about fucking
good.
Weeaboo
It's
Simpsons.
good.
And then he sent me one that was WWE, and then I didn't have the heart to be like, this isn't WWE.
No.
Oh, he broke his heart. Look right there.
It's New Japan Pro Wrestling, which is even weebier.
Yeah. Power nerds. There's some other ones in there. I really enjoyed that. And okay, so here's the thing at the end. Oh, I forgot to mention the fucking. We got hit with it like, hey, can we advertise on your podcast?
Oh yeah, what was that? Trash people?
Yeah.
Hey, we pick up your trash. All right, what information can we find?
Don't.
No, I'm not fucking
Don't down talk them. Don't down talk. Trash people.
Don't down talk them and don't get them in.
You can help with free advertising right now?
Yeah, don't hit them with the free either.
Do it.
So
No,
I wanna-
expensive advertising.
I messaged them and I was like, hey, what's the deal with this? And they're like, whatever's on the website. So I'm gonna message them back and be like, hey, can we get some free trial codes? Because I'm not gonna advertise if I haven't tried it.
What free trial codes? Come pick
We'll
up
talk about it after. We'll
come
talk about
pick up
it
my
after.
trash?
Come pick up my trash. All right. Obviously, if you're here, you can watch us live, which we prefer, because you can interact like with everyone in the chat, which I really enjoy, especially when it's not a bunch of trolls.
This
so
is
thank you
partner
guys.
with hymns. Like, yeah, your dick don't work.
Mark Weldon, thank you.
Mark Weldon,
We need new underwear.
get them panties, ball.
All right. Obviously, you can hit us
I've been
up
wearing
on-
those ones that they have on the aisle, like on the island of the aisle at Walmart, where it's got like a horizontal pocket instead of a vertical pocket for your wiener. You know what I'm talking about?
Later.
No, I gotta put the plugs. All right, you know I was on the plug.